Okay, we'll call to order the October 11th, 2019 Administrative Committee meeting. And we'll open with any board member concerns. Hearing none. I don't have a motion on any travel, approved travel.
So
Do we have,
excuse me?
Mr. Nastry's not here, but Jill, do we have any out-of-country travel?
Out-of-country travel, no, sir. But I would like
Okay,
to add to the report for the committee that Mayor Mitchell is planning to travel October 28th and 29th to Monterey, California. She's going to attend the CAPCOA Fall Membership Conference. Could you please mute yourself? Thank you. So she's going to attend the CAPCOA Fall Membership Conference and be on a panel on behalf of South Coast AQMD to talk about AB 617. So we need to add that to the report.
Right.
Thank you.
Okay. The governing board agenda. Does anybody have any questions about the governing board agenda?
None here.
I have a question about the agenda. I don't see the election on the agenda for officers.
If you would like it in November, Chairman, I will add it to the November agenda. Sure. I put it on December, but we'll move it to November.
I'm sorry, I heard someone talking, but I couldn't hear what they
This is the
said.
clerk. This is Denise Garzaro, the clerk of the boards. I had it on the December agenda, but if you would like it to be heard in November, I will add it to this agenda.
November is election time.
Okay. Got it.
Okay. Do we have any board member assistants that need to be approved?
No, sir.
How about Sunjata's RFPs?
Yes, good morning, Dr. Burke and members of the committee. Sujata Jain, CFO. This item is to release one request for proposal and one request for qualified quotations. The request for proposal is for independent financial audit services, and the RFQQ is for pre-qualified vendor list for purchase of computers, network printers, hardware, and software. Happy to answer any questions.
Any questions?
None here.
We need a motion for this.
I'll
Move
move it.
approval.
I'll move it.
Second?
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Would the clerk call the roll?
We don't need a motion for this one, sir.
We don't?
No.
Oh, okay.
This is just to apprise the board of the RFPs and RFQs.
Okay. Then Ron?
Good morning, Dr. Burke, members of the committee. Ron Moskowitz, Chief Information Officer. Everything continues to go great in IM. We are getting ready to provide training to all staff on Office 365, which will begin in about 3 weeks. Thanks to the board's approval, we are beginning to make substantial enhancements to the AER annual emissions reporting program and are scheduled to go live before January 1st. And also we are gaining a lot of praise on our mobile app, and we're nearing about 10,000 installs. Everything else is going very well, and I'm happy to answer any questions.
Is that 10,000 installs total?
Total, that's correct. We're getting close to that. We're in the 9,000.
Okay. Okay, then we'll go then to the Jill, I assume you're going to do the presentation on the calendar year schedule.
Sure. So in your packet, there is a proposed meeting schedule. It follows the standard format for board meetings, the first Friday of every month. And the exceptions would be for January and July, because those fall too close to holidays, and August, obviously, where we're dark. And then there are committees that are listed there as an information item. So we're looking to see if that's acceptable to the committee before this goes to the board for approval.
I accept a motion on this calendar from my
I'll move
colleagues. Mr. Benoit?
Yeah, I'm just looking it over, but yeah, it looks good. I'll second.
Would the clerk call the roll?
Councilmember Benoit,
Aye.
Mayor Mitchell,
Aye.
Councilmember Caccioli,
Yeah, yes.
Dr. Burke.
Okay,
Hey, Dr.
Yes.
Burke, can I just make one quick comment on the calendar?
sure, yes.
One thing I've noticed in a lot of our other boards, we've been moving rather than being dark in August, because most families their kids are already going back to school during August. We've moved where we're doing dark in July. So I just would make that a thought as we look at the calendar, maybe for next year. I know I probably should have brought this up earlier, but it's just sometimes I think a lot more easier if we take July off as opposed to trying to take off August, where for most families, they're already back in school. So all the school year calendars have been moved up. Most seniors now, or most high schoolers, have to take a mid-year test, and they do that before they leave for Christmas. So because of that, all the calendars have been moved where most start dates are August 15th or 13th or 12th, somewhere in there. So just a thought.
Mr. Vice Chair, have you looked at the average age of your board members?
Some of us have kids in school.
I mean, you're talking to yourself, Ben.
Hey, some of us will have grandkids. Some of us will have grandkids getting ready to go to school.
Yeah, right, okay. Definitely, we'll take a look at that for next year, and
Okay.
it makes a lot of sense. Okay, item number 9, and we're glad to see you got in the room, Michael.
We got to move this.
Item number 9, Jason.
Hi, good morning, Dr. Burke, members of the committee.
you
Jason
doing?
Lowe, Assistant Deputy for Science Technology Advancement. The first part of this action is a routine annual item for the recognition and appropriation of funds from US EPA as part of their PAMS program in the amount of about $800,000. The second part of this action is to restore about $55,000 to the unbudgeted fixed asset account that was used for purchasing air monitoring equipment. The third part of this action is to restore $225,000 for the support of the Criteria Pollutant Network. And the last part is to issue solicitations and purchase orders to purchase that air monitoring equipment. And I'll be happy to answer any questions that you have.
Are there any questions for Jason? Hearing none, I'll accept a motion on this item.
I'll move the item.
I'll second.
Would the clerk call the roll?
Councilmember Benoit,
Aye.
Mayor Mitchell,
Aye.
Councilmember Caccioli,
Yes, can you hear me?
okay.
Yes.
Now we can.
Okay,
Dr. Burke,
Yes.
motion passes 4-0.
Okay. Item 10.
Yes, sir. Good morning. Good morning, Dr. Burke and committee members. This item is to seek approval of the last of the one-year contract extensions for our consultants in Washington, D.C. The three consultants are Cadiz and Associates, Cassidy and Associates, and the Carmen Group. The consultants have assisted us in South Coast with the Cleaner Truck Initiative that EPA is reviewing to update their NOx standard. Additionally, garnering support for our opposition to the rollback of the light-duty vehicle economy standards and support for our California waiver. Also, they assisted us in seeking an increase in the funding for the DERA and the Targeted Airshed Grant, and then also protecting any diversions from the Targeted Airshed Grant, which would directly benefit extreme and severe non-attainment areas. In 2020, the consulting firms will continue to work on existing issues such as federal responsibility for reducing emissions and attainment and the reauthorization of the surface transportation and other bills. Staff seeks approval for the contract extensions for all three firms. I'm happy to answer any questions.
Are there any questions for Mr. Alatorre? Hearing none, I'll accept a motion on item 10.
Move approval.
Second.
Would the clerk call the roll?
Councilmember Benoit,
Aye.
Mayor Mitchell,
Aye.
Councilmember Caccioli,
Yes.
Dr. Burke,
Yes.
motion passes 4-0.
Item number 11.
Yes, sir. Again, Dr. Burke, this item is for our state legislative consultants. This item seeks to approve the first of two extensions for our 3 consultants up in Sacramento. The current legislative lobbying firms are Quintana. God, he just changed his name. Quintana, the Quintana firm, the Cal Advisors, and also Joe Gonzalez and Son. Over the last 3 years, the consultants have helped us secure over $330 million in direct funding from GGRF to South Coast, including incentives and AB 617 implementation. Obviously, we have our SB 732, where we're going to need an aggressive outreach in Sacramento to ensure that our voter registration, our voter authorization, voter district authorization bill advances and is signed by the governor. And additionally, planning on any hearings on air quality and attainment issues in Sacramento. Staff recommends approval for the contract extensions of these 3 firms. And the 3 firms are Quintana, Watson, Hartman, California Advisors, and Joe Gonzalez and Son.
I'm glad the chairman of the legislative committee is here. You know, Mayor Mitchell, I think that with the current legislation that we're anticipating, you may need one other consultant on maybe only on short term, but you're definitely I think you're going to need at least one more to get that bill passed. So I'm all in support of this, but you need to keep that in mind. Can I get a motion on this item?
I'll move the item.
Second.
Would the clerk call the roll?
Councilmember Benoit,
Aye.
Mayor Mitchell,
Aye.
Councilmember Caccioli,
Yes.
Dr. Burke,
Yes.
motion passes 4-0.
Okay, well, we get the written report from Mr. Alatorre. Is there any other business before the committee?
No.
Is there any public comment? It's your location, Mayor Mitchell?
No.
At Wildemar City Hall?
None here.
At Caltrans?
No witnesses, nobody.
Okay, how about CC8?
None here, sir.
Okay, and there's none here at the Lux Hotel. So we will adjourn the admin committee meeting until our meeting next month, which will be November 8th, 2019. Thank you for coming.